you never thought you would see. Join us to discover people who can only be described as unique. Sultan Kosen. Starting this top, we find someone tall, and it's not a joke since he has been recognized as the tallest man in the world who still remains alive according to the Guinness World Records. He was born in Turkey like any other child with an average size. However, at the age of 10 years old, a tumor in the pituitary gland caused an abnormal growth, which would later be known as a disease called pituitary giant, and he reached 8.28 feet in height. And, if you were wondering, yes, he was offered a career in basketball, although having a delicate physique made this sport impossible. Lizzie Velasquez. Elizabeth Ann Velasquez was born 4 weeks earlier than planned in Texas, United States, where she began to develop her condition known as progeria, a disease that accelerates the aging of newborn babies. She was called by many people as the ugliest woman in the world, an offense that did not stop her in her fight against bullying, uploading several videos on YouTube, giving motivational speeches, and even writing a book, focusing on the beauty of each person and in the little importance that should be given to those who think otherwise. A great example of overcoming obstacles. Mandy Sellers. This Englishwoman was diagnosed with a rare disease that causes her legs to reach a morbid and extraordinary size which prevents her from even walking. Her legs were so large that they could weigh 210 pounds, which represents 3 times the rest of her body. In 2010, due to an infection, her left leg had to be amputated. Currently, Mandy is in treatment to shrink her legs, which is apparently working. Gary Turner. If you've ever imagined being the rubber man, British Gary Turner is the closest thing to reality because he suffers from a genetic disorder called Ehlers-Danlos, a syndrome which allows him to stretch his skin. Despite the fact that his condition generates pain in certain joints, his smile never goes away, and he's even acquired the title of the man with the most elastic skin on the planet, managing to stretch the skin of his stomach up to 6.3 inches. His title was granted at the beginning of 2000, and to this date, there hasn't been anyone who surpasses him.